Right. Uh-oh. I got the chat up. I didn't want the chat up. That's great. What up? This is Viper coming at you guys live. I'm just going to throw up a quick video. You might even be able to notice on the new video I've got a V up there instead of the Viper emblem or whatever. Started getting a little beside myself when I came to every time I look at my channel and I look up there and realize where I got that emblem from. So I was just like, I just wanted to change it and go ahead and I went ahead and did it myself. So I went ahead and I made that one. And it's nothing huge because I'm Viper, so V is Viper, so it's me. I just didn't want to catch anything, so I've changed a few things even as far as my I'm going to be changing like the whole like intro screens and stuff like that. I'm going to change everything over because while I was gone, I started looking at my laptop and I started looking into things, and there's a reason why whenever I switched my thing around to where I could see, hang on a second, where I was able to see that if like if I was being like seen or whatever. Well, come to find out, some of the cutscenes that I had done before, they were I was catching strikes for them. Couldn't figure out why. So I checked into it, started looking around, and Twitch and YouTube and all these other places. I mean, they're common mistakes. Like I said, I'm a new streamer. I'm not like by any means necessary. I'm not like completely like into it. You know what I'm saying? I've never actually been like straight into it. So, it's not something that I've known or anything like that or something like that. I didn't know these things, so I have to learn it all by making the mistakes. And so when I started making the mistakes, I started realizing what the mistakes were. One is I was using emblems like this emblem that's up here. Like I don't even know if I have it locked. Image 6. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the V up there, I just put the V up there just recently. Eventually, it'll say Viper up the side and whatnot, and it is mine. It is no big deal. But I'm not going to be using, like, I'm not going to actually go and buy the different ones and stuff like that because I even caught a strike on that, and I'd like to throw that out there. That was kind of cool. I caught that, and I'm not even going to point finger at who gave me the strike. I'm not even going to do it because it ain't even worth it. It's not even worth the battle. I just got rid of it. But it had to do with one of my transitions and had to do with imaging, and there was I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff out there that you got to be real careful with whenever you're putting images up or whenever I couldn't, cause see the other day, this is what happened. The other day I was sitting here and I was streaming last time I streamed, and this is why I took a minute and stepped back. And also because I literally just got back from the hospital again. And yes, I am still connected to this thing. Oh, and I also had this little falter. My little clip broke. So that's awesome. But so anyways, yeah, my clip broke and caught a strike. It wasn't a big strike, so I wasn't even worried about it. They said it was something that wasn't even going to they didn't have high concerns for it, so it wasn't anything that I was going to get kicked off of anything for or nothing like that. Just told me to, basically just, I guess, just watch what images I'm putting up. And I didn't even really realize that I had any images that were up that were considered like maybe a copyright, or I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I didn't get too deep into it, but the strike itself was a copyright, but it wasn't an actual. It's not like they went in on me or nothing like that. It was just I just took the images down just to make sure that the strike didn't continue. I don't want to have it keep coming back. I don't want to deal with it. There ain't no reason for me to argue and fight with any one of these platforms because I'm just trying to stream my game out to you guys, which eventually at some point here in a few, I'm going to go ahead and throw up my video on Assassin's Creed. I'll go into that in a little bit. I haven't played it in a while. If you guys could tell, my voice is a little rocky. I'm a little tired. I've been through quite a bit. I had some spinal headaches going on because I don't know if I told you guys about this before, but I've got an Amaya reservoir on my head. So basically what that does is it allows them to access a small port that's like right here. And it allows them to take CFS fluid out, and that way they can see if there's any blast cells in my spinal cord. Because inside your brain, you have two ventricles right in the middle. Those ventricles are where my little tube thing goes down inside my brain and gets down in there, and it allows them to take out a sample, and that way they can see and make sure that my leukemia isn't gone all wonky and gone crazy on me trying to kill me or something, which I'm not. At this present point in time, my doctor finally got back with me. My last biopsy that I just had came back that I'm in complete remission, which is good. So yeah. Basically at this point where I'm looking is I'm going to be moving towards heading towards Rochester, Minnesota, which will be the second time I've gone there. The last time I went there, I got sent back home because that's the reason why there was a biopsy. It had everything to do with coming home, because once I got the biopsy turned into I had like, what was it, 3? I think I had 3 cells, which makes up 2%. That's very large. It's not very large. It's a very small amount, which allowed them to see that it was still active. So they didn't want to move forward with it, because I guess Rochester, Minnesota, and most hospitals they don't even want to move forward unless it's clear. They want it completely cleared out so that when you go forward, if they can nip this thing all the way in the bud and it's a better chance and a better result for it not to come back, then that's what they want to do. So, I'm not going to argue with them. So I went ahead and came home. I went through some more, whatchamacallits, treatments. And so now I'm getting ready to head back again. And when I go back, I won't have this. I won't have my mic. I won't have my setup. I won't have none of this. I'll have my PlayStation with me, but of course, then all I'm going to be able to do is throw up gameplay. You'll be able to hear me and stuff like that, but I'm not taking any cams or nothing with me, so it'll just be me and my voice. So I'll be able to chit-chat with anybody if you guys decide to follow or decide to throw me a friend request before I head out. I'll be able to chat with you. I guess I could possibly use it to where I can see the comments on the side, but it's not real interactive. It can be, and it's actually more direct, but then it screws with my screen, and I have to play on a smaller screen, which is fine because it's still the same size of a PC, but I don't know. It's stupid. But anyways, that's what's been going on with me here just recently. So anyways, this image up here at the top of the screen, I literally I just changed it. I just took it down because I told myself I'm not going to deal with no copyright bull. My name runs co-sided, like it's real close. Like, I mean, I can barely do anything with a V. Just so you know that, I can barely do anything with a V. If like the V that I've got up there now, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tries to knock me for that. And that's going to be funny because I literally just made that on Paint 3D. I just made that. All I did was just pull down like a few things here, and I just used like a 4, I think it was a 4 or a 5 point, and then I just moved it around a little bit, and then I just cut the image out from the back, and it's transparent. I mean, I know Virgin Mobile, you know what I'm saying? Virgin Mobile, Dodge Viper, I mean, good Lord, you know what I'm saying? There's just so many different places that use V's. Vescola, I mean, good Lord. So I would actually have to turn the V around, put bubbles all over it or do something crazy and just to make it look different. But I ain't doing all that. So eventually, what's gonna happen is the V that I got up there, I'm gonna put Viper right down the right side of it, or IPER down the right side of it, just so that it'll basically stand and say Viper. Um, but it's literally the only thing I could do for right now, just to put a V up there. Uh, but like I said, just be careful. This is for everybody that does streams, okay? Be careful with what you put on your streams. You can catch copyright strikes. You can catch copyright strikes for music, which I already knew that. The music, I caught one of those, and that was, it wasn't even an outstanding one. It was, and actually, to tell you the truth, I think I said something about that in a video just recently. I think I did. Yeah, because it was it was against Assassin's Creed. And that was weird. I'm even kind of afraid to put Assassin's Creed up right now because as soon as I go into Assassin's Creed, like as soon as a melody hits or something hits, I don't want it wigging out, and everybody being like, oh, that melody is used in such and such. I mean, and this is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I mean, like, a lot of people play these games and they play them, and what I don't get is when you play a game and there's like music in the back, I don't understand how that happens. I mean, if somebody could explain that to me, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. I mean, I'd be more than happy to know. I'm trying to figure this out real quick. Give me just a second. I am really behind on this. Stream display. This one is this. I don't need scene selector there. I don't even know why it keeps doing that to me. This is source selector. Legacy events is what needs to be over here, is what I'm trying to do. Audio mixer should have been here. And I'm guessing scene selector is over here. Save changes. Let's see what happens. I wish I could pop. Ooh, I might be able to. All right. All right. Trying to figure out how to move this around because see, I've been trying to figure out a good place to put all this. So if I could actually, if I'm able to, come on, man. Nobody wanted to go to YouTube. I have no idea why it did that. Wow. It's going to continue to do that. So what, I can't edit this? Go to YouTube Live dashboard. Ooh. Okay, so I guess if I go to the dashboard, I could pop the chat out. It may not be completely interactive, hopefully, or I have no idea. Whether it will or it won't. Excellent connection. Oh my God, we're still doing that. Yo, this is insane, like mad insane. You know what? I've just about had it. my whole thing is this: why should you have to go? You know what? Screw it. I'm done with this. There shouldn't be any reason why you should have to do that. You shouldn't have to go during your stream or even before your stream. You should not have to go like to the stream, and you shouldn't have to go in there and turn the latency down and keep turning it down. Like I've already turned it down. That doesn't mean I'm done with it. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna shut this stream down, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start hitting Twitch. YouTube plays around way too much. They play around way too much. So let me get off of this and get to Twitch. All right, I'll be right back with you guys.